What's going on, fellas? Jimothy Spyder, as always, joined by my partner, LeRoy Cannonball. We got the start of a brand new season, a brand new run. Absolutely so excited to introduce Coach TreyBandz and these Baltimore Ravens. We've seen some of his games in the past, and we are all hot and bothered to follow these guys, hopefully to the promised land. And so far, so good, as they're leading 55-14 out here in Baltimore. Yeah, and to get an idea of how exactly we got to this point, let's look at the top 5 plays of the first 3 quarters. Opening drive of the game, Baltimore behind the sticks, 3rd and 20. Lamar Jackson floating up a prayer, and it's answered by Zaire. Why is everybody always picking on me? 57 yards, Spyder, and how about that for the first drive of the season? Vikings and Coach Spartan Dog attempting to answer back, and this is nothing new for this guy. Kyle Hamilton led the team last year with 10 picks. Baltimore now up 14, but forced to punt after stalling at midfield. Here's the return, and how about Jonathan Abram with the nutsack blowout, Spyder? Oh yeah, there's definitely a testicle or two still on that field. There's no way you could get hit that hard and not split your ball bag. Baltimore now up 3 scores and getting the ball back here on a punt. That's Zaire Wise taking this. Coach Spartan Dog diving early. Wise taking this to the other side of the field now, cutting up and breaking a couple tackles, getting to the outside. A nice block downfield. It's a foot race to the end zone, Spyder. The 20, the 10. He made it. Barely had enough gas to get there. One of the best punt returns you're ever gonna see. The route continues on. Baltimore up 28, looking to get even more. Julius Hall and Oates. Tell you what, kid, you're making my dreams come true on broadcast. And this game has went so well for the Ravens that we literally had like a dozen plays we had to cut down and try to pick kind of the top 5. We tried to pick plays that happened earlier on in the game. Obviously, this game has just completely been blown wide open. Baltimore up 41, but we have some content for this video. We're going to get to know Coach a little bit better. Got some questions, kind of like we did last season with DJ Jazzy Jeff. And the Vikings face 3rd and 4 here. Yeah, Coach Spartan Dog, you're getting it pushed in here. I mean, it happens. Some games just get away from you. Here, 3rd and 4, little ball, not going to get it. Little check down. Russell Wilson with 5 interceptions on the day. And let's get into those questions, big guy. We asked Coach TreyBandz expectations for this year. You know, you're going to squeak into the playoffs and get bounced? Are you going to make a deep playoff run? Are you going to win a chip? And he kind of gave a more grounded answer. He said, based on recent years, most likely just going to squeak in and potentially get a wild card game win. With Jern in my division, it's almost impossible to get a division chip. Some well-played run defense from Minnesota on 1st and 2nd brings us to 3rd and 14. And yes, we talk a lot about the top 3 coaches in this league, and Jern is definitely one of them. Coaching, I believe, Cleveland this year, and he's just always going to be a problem. We've actually called a Super Bowl win of his back in seasons past. Vikings back to field this punt and kind of making a nice little return here. Oh, the spin cycle, double spin cycle. Didn't get cleaned enough on the first one. Sometimes you got to run that laundry through twice, Spyder. Especially if you've been eating a lot of rallies like I do. Well, that explains the smell in this booth sometimes. 3rd and 8 here after not much happening on 1st and 2nd. This is a nice ball to the seam, and running hard down there in a blowout is the tight end. Now, Coach, what is your biggest worry about the team this year? Coach answers, defense as a whole. My run defense is terrible, and pass defense is either a pick or a touchdown, no in between. Also, there's significant fear about the run game not being consistent due to the way the O-line is built. They're infinitely more talented at pass protection. Now 2nd and 3, 4 minutes left in this just roust, which I don't think is a word. Dalvin Cook, I believe that's Dalvin Cook, another spin cycle and a broken tackle. Never mind, that's Kareem Hunt. I don't know these teams, Spyder. Well, we're going to learn them as time goes on. We'll finish up here. Finally, Coach, what do these Ravens do better than any other team in the league? And I love this answer. This is a big balls answer. This is a manly, old school smash mouth answer. Wait, we got a pick here, Spyder. In the middle of letting TreyBandz drop some knowledge, he grabs yet another pick six. They're going to hang 60 on these Vikings, and there's 3 minutes left. We might even see 70. By the way, his answer was definitely hit. Well, I can see why he says that. They've been playing like they're on steroids today, Cannonball. His defense as a unit. Well, hold on there, partner. I don't know if we can throw around allegations like that. They're definitely playing tough. And one thing I can say that I'm proud about my career, as a 2-minute warning finally comes. I'm sure Minnesota's just saying, uncle, 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 please. Is there a mercy rule in professional sports? But one thing I can say I'm proud about my career is that I never roided. You know, well, unless you count hemorrhoids, that'll be a whole other tale, but... Okay, you just came in here with a plan to be super freaking gross, and Vikings calling uncle on themselves as they're going to kneel out this ball. I think it's a good decision. Just take the L and move on. Let's not get some needless injury. But what a game for these Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, everything clicked. I mean, it's a great first game. It's a lot of hope. It instills a lot of hope in you. And I'm calling it right now, this defense, this Baltimore defense. These guys are purple pain. Thank you so much for watching. Always nice having you with us. We will see you next time in association with the NEFL. We out.